Hello guys, welcome back to another FIFA 22 custom tactics video. Today is the 4-2-2 formation. Let's get straight into it. Team of the season, custom tactics and instructions. They may look quite simple on the tactics side, but trust me, they work well, and I'll sort of explain why as we go through them. So defensive style, we are sticking on balanced. I used to say press after possession loss works well on the 4-2-2, and it still does, but it also draws your players out of position quickly, drains a lot of energy. It's just better to stick on balanced for now. Width, keep it on 50 and depth on 50. I started using 50-50 with balance just to see what it was like, and then I was going to sort of change up if I needed to, but it just works perfectly. There's no need to change it, so I just personally stick with this. If it's not broken, there's no point fixing it for now, so we'll stick like that until something changes. For the build-up play, we're sticking on balanced today. None of the others seem to work that well with 4-2-2. Long ball used to work quite well, quite an early game, but balance just seems best for now as well. Long ball can get quite predictable and can it's sort of a bit messy to play with when you're in higher divisions as well. Chance creation on direct passing. It's just that everyone uses direct passing on pretty much every formation this year. It is the meta this year. You do want to be using it on pretty much every formation. Width on 50, just keeping the shape of the formation. There's no need to push it out wide or make it narrower. Keep it on 50, it works fine. Players in box, I recommend using 6 or 7 to push your players forward into the opposition box. The more players you have in that opposition box, the more attacks you're going to get started, the more chances you're going to create. But obviously you don't want to be too high that you're going to be open to the counter attack. So 6 seems to be the sweet spot for that. Corners on 2 and free kicks on 2. That doesn't matter too much. So now for your player instructions. Both your strikers just leave completely default. I usually say use stay central sometimes, but then you sort of want more freedom with your strikers, so balanced width works better. Getting behind, I've said to use before in some videos as well, and getting behind can work well, but it just seems to make it that your players just making offside runs all the time now, and it just gets annoying. So it is better to use mixed attack. They feel more in the game, and they're not just there to make the runs all the time. And then basic defensive supports, they're coming back when needed. Like it says when needed, because you've got quite a big gap here between your CDMs and your strikers, and sometimes those strikers can be a bit useful when coming to defend, but not that often, so it is alright. With your wide attacking mids, for these, you want to leave default apart from you getting into the box across to once again be overloading that box. Yeah, with basic defense support, you don't want to put stay forward. You do want their defensive help a little bit. Doesn't mean they're going to be coming all the way back. They are just giving you extra help when needed. For the 2 CDMs, for these two, you want cover center on both of them, so make sure they're both on cover center. I usually say passing lanes works well, but it also sort of makes your CDMs draw like sort of. It's hard to explain, but basically your CDMs sort of try and cut the passing lanes off, like it says, but they stop man marking the players to do that. So it means they do have a lot of players open, ready to receive the ball, which can be bad if they do receive the ball, because they're pretty much just open and no one's marking them. That's why it's best to go with balanced defense. They're sort of mixing between man marking and also trying to cut the passing lanes at the same time. Balanced defense is the way to go for now. I recommend using stay back while attacking just to stop your CDMs pushing too far forward. You don't have to, and it can still work fine with balanced attack, even if you just use stay back on one and then balanced attack on the other one. But one of them should be on stay back just to ensure they're always in that CDM position and not getting drawn out of position too much. Two centre backs always leave default. You just never change your centre backs. For your fullbacks on this formation, personally, I recommend using stay back while attacking. And then leave the rest default. But if you want your fullbacks to be attacking, especially at this point in the game, you've probably got good attacking fullbacks, fast fullbacks. You can go with balanced attack and then overlap, so they are making those overlapping runs on the outside. But that is up to you. So either balanced attack and overlap, or just default with stay back while attacking. And then lastly, if you're a goalkeeper, always use comes acrosses and sweeper keeper. So many people skip over goalkeeper instructions, but they are very important, and you want your goalkeeper to try and win the ball in his hands as quickly and as often as possible, which is why we're using comes acrosses and sweeper keeper. And that is everything for today, guys. 4-2-2 formation. If you have any questions or want to see any videos, any suggestions, anything like that, just let me know in the comments. I'll reply and try and get to you as quickly as possible. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. It would be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. It really helps me out. But obviously you don't have to. Have a good day and goodbye.